All right, guys, so for a lot of this, after that whole kitchen demolition, I did not film. We're doing the nitty-gritty for the past week, just prepping our studs for drywall, and we also rewired all the outlets and removed everything that we needed to remove. Basically had to reset everything, put 220 over there in the corner for the oven wall unit that's gonna go in, and then also over here for the stovetop unit that's gonna be mounted into the countertop. We also just got our recessed lighting done. These are the super thin ones, like basically off Amazon. And we'll have a 3-way switch here on either side. And then we'll have the 2 ornamental lights up here over the island. So we're gonna get to putting some drywall up right now. Hopefully we can get all this done tonight.
Please.
It's kind of awkward living in the house and trying to use it as like a kitchen. We kind of have this sink disconnected, but we've been moving it in and out as we need to, so I can hook it up, disconnect it, and put it back. And since we did move the power over there, that's already hooked up. The fridge is hooked up. The microwave sitting over here, hooked up. So we're trying to function with this thing. We're not doing the complete takeout dinner thing yet.
Not yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, we'll get there. The cabinets come in Thursday, which we're not gonna make it. We're gonna have to make some room in the addition, so we put those in here while we get this done. All right, guys, we're moving right along. We got the old kitchen wall done over here. We got this wall done, and then we started this new sink wall. And now we're using this Dremel attachment. It's just a drywall bit to cut out our boxes, electrical boxes. If you didn't have your electrical outlets in there yet, you could kind of just pop it through and then find the box and cut it out. But we're actively using the electric, you know, the plugs while we're doing this renovation. So we didn't have that luxury. Everything was already in there. So we just had to cut it out beforehand. But let's get to installing the rest of this drywall. We'll see if we can get some mud on today. All right, guys, we're using 1 1/4 drywall screws, coarse. I don't really know the difference why you'd need a fine versus coarse. We're using coarse, so it grabs nice and tight. We're doing about 12 to 16 inch spacing on the studs. And then on the roof and the corners, we're doing just about every 8 inches, just to keep those even tighter. Knocking this out. We're almost there. Let's get this. I feel like this has to be the most important tool for installing drywall. If you don't have one of these automatic depth things for the drywall screws, you're not doing it right. I'll drop a link down below, one of these. All right, so right now we're gonna do this section of the roof. It's 49.5 by 47, so decently sized. The miss is gonna help me hold it up there. We also have a spot where a recessed light is gonna come in. So we have that just tucked up away, and we will re-drill that after we get it all secure. And then we're also gonna poke a hole for our range hood that's gonna be hardwired through there. So we have a pigtailed line over here that's gonna come through and eventually hook the power up to that. Alright guys, it's my first time taping drywall. We'll see how it comes out. I'm using paper tape. I got all the freaking things we need. In theory, it's gonna come out right because I watched a few videos. I'm not gonna teach you how. I'll link some videos down below. This guy does pretty good tutorials. You can check his videos out if you wanna learn how. Alright guys, like I said, I'm not a drywall pro, so I didn't film this. Right now, we're just finishing the final sanding, and we had a few places where we had bubbles in the paper tape, so we cut those out yesterday before we did our third coat, and just patching those up today. We had two little ones up here, and then I think we had one in the roof over here, but it looks pretty darn good. Super happy with it, and hopefully tomorrow we can get some primer on after this dries. All right guys, today is primer day. Before I lose all my light, we're currently taking the recessed lighting down, taping all the outlets, and just getting this prepped for paint. We still got to move some things around and cover it, but yeah, let's get this done. We're done with this dust, so let's get some color up on the wall, have it be less dusty. It'll be a good time. All right guys, so the Graco X7 worked awesome. We sprayed a coat of primer, a sealing coat, and the main coat here. We invested in some high quality paint from Valspar, obviously Lowe's, and pretty much one coat coverage. We just had to, we didn't really tape the top, and we didn't do the paper. You could do that if you want to do a little more prep, we just didn't have that. So what we did was just stopped about, 3/4 the way up from spraying, and then rolled the rest, and then I'm gonna come back and hit it with a trim brush. But it looks pretty darn good so far. Just putting the recessed lighting back in, wearing gloves because we have this nice new white ceiling. Don't wanna make it dirty at all, so that'll just give you the extra touch to keep it clean. Let's get some light in here. Fits.